the NCAA tournament's going to expand to 76 teams. It's just a matter of time. And Caleb, I know where you stand on the college football playoff, and I've heard about it a lot. And you weren't a fan of it from the get-go. Now that you've seen it, what would you think about further expansion of the NCAA basketball tournament?
I hate expanding tournaments. This is stupid. This is dumb. The talk is to expand it to 76 teams. Because what, then 77 can complain about being left out? How many times are we going? You know what, guys? Let's get rid of regular seasons. Let's just stop having them. Let's just stop having regular seasons. Everybody makes the tournament, and you start it the first week of every season. I'm so sick of, and this is every freaking sport. The NFL playoffs were perfect. 16 games, 12 teams. Like, no, we got to have a 17th game and go to 14 teams. And now baseball. Oh, we got to have 12 teams make the playoff. They were perfect at 8. This is just the NBA. More than half the NBA makes the playoffs now. NFL, the NCAA tournament now, 76 teams. What? So if you go 16 and 14 in one of the big conferences, you're automatically in the tournament? This is just stupid. This is dumb.
Yeah, and I think you'd have to go back and do the research, but I feel really confident on this research. And that is that, if you disagree, tell me, but there hasn't been a team outside of the top 40-ish RPI. It was probably, oh gosh, they're doing his fundraiser now. NC State. They were probably the lowest RPI team, and I want to say they were around low 30s. The bottom line is, if you're not in the top half of the tournament, you stand a very, very, very small chance of winning the tournament. I don't care who your draw is. Eventually, you're going to have to play a good basketball team.
Yes, I agree. And I don't like it when one of those teams gets hot and makes a run anyway, because the NCAA tournament is designed to like kowtow and favor the lower seeds, honestly. And they do it on purpose because they want the upsets. Guys, we just had Austin Ward on, who talked about the significance of the Michigan-Ohio State game, even in the expanded playoff, because it went to 12 teams. But college basketball, unfortunately, no one feels that significance for Duke UNC. No one watches the Duke UNC game in college basketball and says, this is such a big game. Oh, I can't wait to see it. No, they say, one team won. Okay, back to my day. I don't care, because they're both going to the tournament. This is ridiculous. And now, I already hated it at 68. I would have brought it back down to 48. That's just me. But look, 76 teams? Dave, do you think those 8 teams are going to come from lower conferences?
Oh,
they're going to come from the SEC and Big Ten.
Well, they should, but you're absolutely right. They won't. Last Look brought to you by Doctors Campbell, Cunningham, Taylor, and On.
The first step to better vision is to visit ccteyes.com. The information you need is easy to access, and setting an appointment is as simple as clicking the tab. Doctors Campbell, Cunningham, Taylor, and Hahn, and Eye Care Optical at ccteyes.com.
No, it's going to be the same thing that they have with the first 4 in or whatever it is.
Well, no, what I mean is
they're going to have to give it some sort of meaning. So it'll be like one named team, one not named team, one named team, one not named team. It'll be completely transparent to see through.
Yeah, but it's absolutely ridiculous. They're just going to add, 8 SEC.
You're preaching to the choir.
They're going to add 8 SEC and Big Ten teams. So now if you're in the SEC and the Big 10 or maybe Big 12 or wherever, if you go 16 and 14, you make the NCAA tournament. That's stupid. That's dumb. I mean, at what point do we say, okay, you know what? Here's how I can get on board. I can get on board with an expanded tournament. Ready for this, Dave? Want Caleb's fix?
Yes.
Expand it to 96 teams. Or no, I'm sorry. Expand it to 80 teams. Expand it to 80 teams. No, I'll go 96. Expand it to 96 teams. But every conference is guaranteed 2 bids. Every single one, even the smaller ones. So the top team in the regular season, so the regular season champion and the tournament champion get automatic bids. If you win both, or if you're a top 10 seed, let's say the top 10 to 15 seeds, they get to play the first weekend at home. Put value on the regular season so there's something to play for. I mean,
I'm not arguing with you at all. I mean, I think those would be great ideas, especially the fact that you had the regular season winner out there. I'm totally open to that. I would be totally open to that because I think there are a bunch of teams that we get excited about. And I know when a 16 beats a 1, we're all blown away, or when a 15 beats a 2, we're like, that's never happened before and stuff. But it doesn't happen very often, or we wouldn't make such a big deal about it.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
I mean, there's a lot of teams in that tournament that have absolutely no chance of winning that tournament.
Right. And it's, they get their little moment in the sun because they made some run. And, we get it. So isn't this so great for the sport of college basketball that this team is not that good, won 2 games in a gimmicky tournament? I love Cinderella stories and March Madness. I'm like, this is so ridiculous, guys. Come on. I mean, what's the, at this point, and here's the real truth. Here's the real kicker. You expanded to 76 teams, knowing it's going to be the SEC and Big Ten teams going. What is the incentive to play anybody worthwhile in November or December? I mean, maybe just rest your starters. I mean, load management's coming to college basketball, guys, by the way. Load management is coming to college basketball. You don't like it in the NBA, it's coming to college basketball.
Please don't say that. Please don't say load management's coming.
It's coming. It's coming. It's
they
coming
only
to college
play
basketball.
32 some games.
So what? Who cares? Again, you guys, everybody's like, this was the debate people had.
Is this a coach saying I want to utilize load management, or is this a player?
I think Rick Barnes is going to utilize it soon enough, and I wouldn't blame him. People are, and this is, what's so dumb? When people come to me and say, I love March Madness. How can you not love March Madness? You should want more March Madness. You should expand it.
He just went from Bill Cosby to Sling Blade.
No, they say, how can you not want more of something if you love it? Because sometimes what makes something great is that it's not expanded. How about that? Okay. It's kind of basic economics. Too much of something makes it not worthwhile anymore. Okay. So yeah, March Madness may be fun for the first 3 weeks. Why not? Why not just make it the whole season? I mean, this is ridiculous. People said the same thing to me with the college football playoff, and I'm going to rant on the playoff for a second, but how could you not want more college football? I don't know, because part of what makes it special is that it's not year round. The same with the people who start Christmas decorations on November the 1st. You're taking away things that make something special, okay? And this is ridiculous, and it's absolutely insane. By the way, the college football playoff this year should have only had 10 teams, okay? There was no reason for Indiana and SMU to be in, and Alabama didn't deserve to be in either. And I'm going on my rants because college basketball, they've already ruined the sport. The sport's stupid. I'm just going to say it. College basketball is a dumb sport. You watch number 1 play number 2 in the regular season, and you don't care because they're both going to be number 1 seeds. They're literally not playing for anything. They're not playing for anything when they play in the regular season. Who cares when Tennessee played Memphis in 2008, Dave, and it was 2 versus 1? It didn't matter. It meant nothing.
I don't know. I remember that. It was a big night, and I didn't cover basketball, but it was a big night.
Oh, it felt so good. Tennessee beat Memphis. Memphis still got the 1. Memphis still got the 1 seed. Tennessee got the 2 seed. Should have gotten a 1 seed. Tennessee was bounced out in the Sweet 16. It didn't matter. These games are irrelevant. 2 versus 1 is irrelevant in college basketball. It carries some weight, at least in college football, for like a first round bye or something like that. But this is ridiculous. Stop expanding tournaments in every sport. Please, for the love of God.
I didn't agree with that, although I might not feel as strongly about it as you do.